So this is my pet project, is to boost the water in our house. So what I've done is I went on to Harbor Freight and I bought this pump right here, the Pacific Hydrostar pump. I just took off this headpiece right here, which is the pressure switch, and I just bought a new pressure switch at Lowe's, and then this is just a little expansion tank that I'm going to be adding onto the pump. So the water pressure in this house is probably around 25 psi, and it's coming off of a second house, which is why. So I'm just going to be taking that pressure and boosting it, and I will show you momentarily what our water pressure looks like. Okay, here we are in the bathroom, and this is the water pressure. When I turn on the water, that's what I get. Doesn't look too terribly bad, but when I pull the switch up here, that's what comes out of the faucet, out of the shower head there. It's not horrendous, but it is pretty bad when you're trying to take a shower and it's cold inside. Okay, outside, this is where the water line comes into the house. It's a 3/4 inch PVC that connects to 1/2 inch copper, which is running through everywhere. So I'm going to put the pump right here, and I'm building a box for it. This is going to protect it from rain, and I'm going to insulate it so that during the winter it will not freeze. And so this is just what I've started. I dug down and I put wood around the side to keep the dirt from pouring in there, and I have walled it up. Everything's level. Now I just need to build a platform for the pump. Alright, so this is as far as I've gotten so far. I have just put in the T to bring water up to the pipe right there next to the gate valve, and then I have a union right there, if you can see it, and differentiate it from the check valve, which makes it so water flow cannot back up into the water supply coming to it. And then over here I have a T going to a gator bite or shark bite that is on the 1/2 inch copper. Okay, well, we're back again, and this is just an update. So I mounted the pump onto this board going across the gap here. It's level, going all ways. They say to make sure that the pump is level. And then I installed a ball valve right here, and then this is a check valve, and then here's a union in case the pump, goes. I can just disconnect it from everything else. Okay, well, don't laugh at me, but I did some rednecking. This is definitely not up to any plumbing code, I'm sure. You have to buy all these professional straps and whatever, but what I've got around here is electrical wire, and I figured it's just as good as any strap I could buy in the store. So anyways, this thing is nice and sturdy, and I've got it attached to the wall, and this is how I decided to hang up the expansion tank. Because I was going to put it upside down and use the little board going across as what it was going to carry the weight, but then I decided, I've only seen these expansion tanks in this position, so I better leave them like that. Alright, well, it's now nighttime, and I've completed all the plumbing part. You can see I've got the gauge up here, the pressure switch. I had to do things a little bit more different than I was thinking originally, like putting a T right there and then going up to the pressure switch. I was going to put the pressure switch sideways or upside down, but then I was thinking, that's probably not a good idea. So even though it would have been better to maybe put the pressure switch on the main line instead of doing this little branch off to the side, I just couldn't fit anywhere. The ceiling is going to be right there, so if it was up here, it'd be really hard to get to. Anyways, so everything's connected. The union going down, another ball valve, and yeah, everything is connected with the check valves. Everything's set up. So there it is. Okay, so here's the completed box where the pump is. I have put hinges on it so I can get inside anytime I need to. I also put this wooden beam here to hold it up whenever I need to open it up. And this door is also hinged with insulation. I've insulated the inside down to the bottom and everywhere where it was really drafty. And so this is all insulated. It also helps with the noise, seeing as the wall that this is connected to is the bedroom wall. So right now I did some testing and I saw that I needed more pressure in the house. So I've got it set to 67 psi. So it's 47 to 67. So when I did that, I also had to increase the bladder pressure here to 45 psi because it says to have the tank 2 psi below the cut-in pressure. So right here it's 47 is the cut-in pressure when this thing turns on, so I had to put that at 45. So everything's good, no leaks. The pressure inside, well, I'll just have to show you. Alright, here's the water pressure after putting the pump on. It's increased quite a bit. And I'll go to the shower. That's the water coming in, and this is with the sink running. Last time I showed you, it was just with this thing going. So with the sink running, this thing still has better pressure than it did before, probably about twice as much.